This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Katie Ramel with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A major scare for a young girl in the valley after being struck by lightning over the weekend. We caught up with her father, who jumped into action to save her. Stephen Jorgensen was about 50 feet away from 12-year-old Ella when a bolt of lightning struck her. She was playing outside of her grandparents' Sun City West home. Jorgensen used his years of training as a veteran to perform CPR on 3 different occasions, bringing her back to life each time. That's until paramedics arrived and took her to the hospital for treatment. Now over at Valley Wise Health Medical Center for minor burns on her body, Ella tells her dad she's actually excited to tell her friends when she gets back to school.
Happened, and I broke the news to her that she got struck by lightning. She didn't believe me at first. And once they got the tubes out and her mom told her again, she just looked at her mom and hugged her and said, I'm going to have a cool story to tell forever now.
Jorgensen says his daughter will likely be released from the hospital in the next few days, if not sooner, and will go right outside and play again in no time. Right now, the first trial has begun challenging the statewide ban on gender-affirming care for children. The families of transgender youth are challenging Arkansas's law, but this could impact Arizona. A law passed last year bans gender reassignment surgery for anyone under 18. The result of the Arkansas case could set a precedent on whether bans like this are constitutional. Well, it's that time of year. Flu activity is already up in some parts of the country. The Centers for Disease Control warning about a possible severe flu season ahead. Right now, there's an aggressive flu season in the southern hemisphere, and their season is 6 months ahead of us. What happens there gives doctors insight into what may be coming here.
We've been so preoccupied with COVID over the last 2.5, 3 years that we sort of have taken our eye off of the yearly epidemic that we have, which is influenza.
One of the contributing factors to a more prevalent flu season is masks, or the lack thereof, this year in crowded places like classrooms and grocery stores. That's why doctors are urging you to get your flu shots. Experts say the flu typically ramps up in December and peaks in February. Today is the formal launch of the student loan forgiveness application. The beta version portal opened up on Friday, where President Biden said 8 million people took advantage of it over the weekend. With the official launch, some students at the University of Arizona are hoping this could take stress off their shoulders.
It's scary to think that my student loans might follow me after I graduate, and that I graduate and then I immediately have this to worry about.
Say that the application sites say that the Department of Education's on track to begin forgiving student loans ahead of the new year. A teacher from the tiny town of Wilcox winning one of the biggest prizes in our state. Wilcox High School chemistry teacher Ty White awarded Arizona Teacher of the Year over the weekend. An educator who students say goes above and beyond at every turn, starting countless clubs, exploring the world of science and technology, delivering opportunities to rural students, leading the Science Club, the Gate Club, and the Knowledge Bowl, and an upcoming opportunity that they are certain will feel out of this world.
We will be renting the biosphere this year. We're going to fill my goal, working with SciTech, we're going to fill every casita up with high schoolers, and they're going to work with actual aerospace engineers to plan space habitats.
Calls the award an incredible honor, but says there are thousands of teachers just as deserving. He'll now represent Arizona for the National Teacher of the Year award. That's coming up later this year. Check out the renderings of what the Vi Resort will look like. This is expected to open next year in Glendale. It's a $1 billion business venture that spans 60 acres. There it is. There will be a 360-degree concert stage, white sand beaches, and more than 1,200 rooms.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins. Tracking another sunny day tomorrow, but expect winds to pick up. Here in the valley, it's going to get breezy about midday, continuing through the afternoon hours. East winds 10 to 20 miles per hour here across the Phoenix metro area. We'll start things out in the 60s, see temperatures climb into the mid-70s by 9 a.m. and hit 83 degrees at noon before reaching the mid-80s across the valley, right around 86 or 87 around 3 to 4 p.m. tomorrow. Let's track those winds, though, for you. 6 o'clock in the morning. afternoon. Pretty light here, but breezy already from Casa Grande down into Tucson along that I-10 corridor. Those winds pick up speed by 11 a.m., stay breezy through the afternoon hours, and then even into the late night hours on Tuesday. We're still looking at some very breezy conditions for Casa Grande and for Tucson. More of those breezes in store Wednesday as well. We're continuing to warm things up here. 87 tomorrow, 89 on Wednesday, and 90 on Thursday. Then another storm system this weekend, bringing rain chances back to the forecast.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanders and Ford. All roads lead to Sanders and Ford.